Yeah, it sure is. But let me get back to my story. It had been a long time since Mr. Bumbershoot had come by, and Pa still hadn't come home. Young Lizzie had gone to bed, but I don't mind telling you that the boy and his ma were getting powerful worried.
Maybe he fell off a cliff and broke his leg.
Don't talk like that, son.
Or maybe a grizzly bear got him.
Honestly, son, there are no grizzly bears around here.
There aren't?
No.
Oh. Maybe he was trampled by a stampede of angry wombats.
Wombats? Now, son, that is quite enough.
Catherine?
Charles?
Pa?
Home at last.
Charles, where have you been?
Yeah, Pa. He was supposed to be back 3 days ago. What happened?
Well, it's a funny thing. You know how moss is supposed to grow only on the north side of a tree?
Yes.
It doesn't.
You mean you got lost?
Well, I wouldn't say lost exactly.
But you didn't stop and ask anyone for directions, though, did you?
There wasn't exactly a stagecoach way station on every corner, Catherine. In fact, there wasn't even a corner on every corner.
So what'd you do?
Well, after wandering around in a bewildered sort of way for almost a day, a fella in as nice a set of buckskins as I ever laid eyes on just sort of appeared out of nowhere. He never said a word, but he led me out of the woods right in the middle of the storm and brought me to the edge of our valley. That's when I finally knew where I was. When I turned to thank him, he was gone.
Now, Charles.
It's true, Catherine, I promise. I believe God sent an angel to get me home.
Wow, a real angel?
Yes, sirree. And it got me thinking about how much God cares about little folk like us. People are lost, just like I was in that storm. And God sent his son to show them the way home.
Oh, Charles, that's so true. Just like he sent that stranger to lead you out of the woods.
Indeed. But he didn't make me follow him. I just somehow knew I could trust him. And folks should realize they can trust Jesus too.
And if they follow him, he'll help them get unlost.
I reckon you could put it that way. I'm sorry I couldn't get home a little sooner, though. I surely did want to get to the Christmas Eve social at church.
We missed it too, but having you home is better.
Thank you, son. I can tell you that being home is better, too.
So, even though it wasn't the kind of Christmas anybody had planned, it turned out to be mighty special. In fact, it was my best Christmas ever.
Your best Christmas ever?
Why, sure. I was the bright young lad in the story, Cody. My pa getting home meant more to me than any social could ever mean.
I knowed it was you. I knowed it. But there's one thing I don't understand of.
What's that?
What kind of folks would give their kid a name like Grinch?
You chunkhead. Grinch is just a nickname he got from being a trail cook.
That's right. If that don't matter none. The whole reason I told you that story was so you'd understand something.
You know, I think I understand. Christmas ain't just a day to get presents. It's a day to remember the best present of all. Jesus.
Yeah, and to remember that God really cares about folks. That's why he sent his son to be born as a human, so as he could prove it once and for all.
Bullseye. I think you boys got it. And even though we might be celebrating up on Red Rock Ridge, it can still be the best Christmas ever. Because it don't really matter where you are or what you're doing at Christmas. When Jesus is living in a person's heart, it's like Christmas every day. When the Christmas spirit's growing, it's got a way of showing that you can make a friend with just a smile. So we all say howdy neighbor, and we pray that God will bless. Oh, there's nothing like a Christmas in the wild and woolly west. Yeah!
Did you guys like the Christmas thing? Did you like it, Elizabeth? Now, they're going to come up here. Everybody give them a big round of applause. guys all did a good job. They said they might take autographs later.